You don't know this.
Michelle, don't look now, but I think there's
Yeah,
I think there's someone behind you.
Yes, so welcome everyone.
Welcome to Live at Lunchtime on
Yes.
this beautiful day.
It's gorgeous. I hope you're enjoying your sunshiny day wherever you may be. We are enjoying it here.
Mm-hmm.
We have two lovely, lovely visitors in the back behind us.
Some hoof stomps.
Yeah, the hoof stomps are saying, hello, why aren't you coming over here? And so we thought today we would talk about horse communication and body language. Now, we've talked about this in the past, but we haven't talked about it in quite some time.
Yes.
We do kind of mention it in our lives, you know, when you're around horses and things like that. But it's always good to review and go over horse communication and body language, what they're saying. But not only should we be reading their language, they also read ours.
Absolutely.
So we're going to give some examples today. These two in particular are very, very animated. And they're
We've already got an example once they saw you approaching.
and they're very sensitive. They're very intuitive. They're amazing. All of them are amazing. Now, you know me. I can't pick a favorite. I don't have a favorite. They're all my favorites. But there are a few that pull at my heartstrings. Kachina and Hayden happen to be two of them.
We all know.
Yes.
It's so easy to see.
I just love them to pieces. Not that I don't everybody else here. I love all of them to pieces. But my heart kind of, I don't know, there's something there. So, as you can see, I wanted to show you. We started out here because I wanted to show all of you, since we're talking about body language and horse communication, what it looks like when you kind of start making a bond with an equine, right? So, yes, I do give them sugar-free, mind you, because they have metabolic syndrome, sugar-free treats for them. Now, I don't give them all the time, and I don't give them every day, and I don't give them every time I see them. However, they know that I do carry sugar-free cookies on me just for them, and trust me, I'm sure they're greeting me, but they're also greeting the cookies, okay? But that being said, we still have built some sort of a relationship. I wouldn't, you know, it's still in the progress, but since I've been working here for almost 2 years now, our relationship has really started to build. I feel like they trust me a little bit more, especially with Kachina. She can be a little bit more hesitant. And so hopefully you'll see some of that when we walk in. I was hoping to show you. Normally, I could call them from afar, or they see me from afar, and I could say, Kachina and Hayden, and they'll come out, stop what they're doing, which is a compliment. When a horse stops what they're doing to come over and greet you, that's a sign of friendliness and, you know, friendship. So it's always a good thing, especially if they're eating and they take a break from eating to come greet you. That's a good sign. So as you can see, they got a little impatient with me because I'm not coming in, so they decided they'll go just try to nibble on whatever they can nibble on. But normally they will nicker. You hear the little nickers. That's another greeting, a way of saying hello. So that's a really nice thing to see from them. So they saw me from afar, came over, nickered, and waited, and now they are done waiting. So we'll go back in, and I'll introduce you to these two.
Let's go.
Kachina, Hayden, come here. Yeah, there's a nicker. Hi, buddy. And there's Kachina's nicker. Well, come on.
It's like a low grunt.
Come on. I know it. I'm coming. You just gotta keep 1 second. I know you want the cookies, right? Coming through. Oh, what's going on? Excuse me, girlfriend. Can you let everybody in? Beep, beep. Back. Thank you.
Ooh, we've got the wind going, and their manes are beautiful.
Hello, beauty. All right, my friends, come on. Let's come say hi. So this beautiful little girl here is Kachina. Yes. These are 2 of our 4 Wild Mustangs. Yes. We're going to share with Hayden, okay? Yeah. This is Hayden, very handsome. Yes. Very handsome. They are both dun colored. Hi. What a good boy. Such a good little girl, yes. I know. I know. I know. Where are you going? I don't think they have cookies. So Kachina here. Hi, honey bunny. These two have a very similar, do I taste good? Background story. They were both taken off the range at BLM. They were rounded up as 2-year-olds, as babies, and taken from their families. And they were, you know, sold a few times. And we found out about them and rescued them. And that is the case with a lot of rounded up Mustangs. They end up being sold multiple times, and that's because a lot of these people don't know how to handle these beautiful horses. And you know, it just takes patience, it takes love, and yeah, it does. Understanding, learning how to speak their language, being patient with them. Yeah, my honey. He has a lot more patience with the cookies, but Kachina's younger. So they were both taken off the range like 2-year-olds, taken away from their families, but now they are here. We found out about them, and they are safe and sound, happy. I know. Oh. Did I move too fast for you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're safe and sound and living their life happy here. Now, Mustangs can be prone to metabolic syndrome, which is why they're in a paddock with no grass.
Yes.
This is done purposefully, and that's just to keep the sugar intake under control. And that's also why they have sugar-free snacks. Yeah, I know. They love to lick. I know. Hold on.
I know you think I have treats too.
Where?
There we go. Perfect.
You're such a good girl. Now, the other day, she let me find her sweet spot, but she wants those cookies right now. Right?
Now, I love their markings.
They have great markings. So they have the classic dun marking. They have the zebra stripes on their legs. Yeah, I'm touching your legs. I'm sorry.
We always joke like the only equines we don't have here are zebras. We got some zebra stripe markings.
We do. And they both have a stripe, black stripe running from their withers all the way to their dock. Yes, you do. And it's very, very cute. Yeah. So, Kachina here is about 13 years old, and Hayden's a little bit older, at about 19 years old. Right? That's right, handsome. Such a handsome guy. Such a handsome guy. Yeah. And I love to do something with these guys, so I want to show you a little bit of something here. Notice this lower lip is nice and relaxed. He knows I'm not going to hurt him. That's a sign of relaxation. He's happy, he's relaxed, his ears are perked up. Now he's moving his ears because he's, what are you doing, girlfriend? Hold on. He's moving his ears because he's listening to everything around him. But he's happy, he's got a nice soft eye. He's blinking those flies away. He let me cover his eye to take the flies away, which is a good thing. And with these guys, I give them muzzle kisses. Yes, I do. Would you like your muzzle kiss? Mwah! And she lets me do it too sometimes. Can I give you a muzzle kiss, or do you just want the cookies? Almost. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. So let's talk a little bit. Now, we always talk about their body language. We can review that just a little. They're both very, very curious. As you can see, he's coming right up to the iPad. He's sniffing around. It's always good. If your equine is curious, let them be curious. That's how they explore their world. All right, here. Here. You want to lick? Nope. Alex,
and don't force it. We're just kind of hanging back here, and they approached us.
That's right.
We're not trying to get them to say, look here, or look at this.
That's right. Like I said, signs that you're building a relationship with a horse or an equine is when they choose to be with you. They have all this pasture, but they're choosing to be with us right now because they want to be. Right? They want to interact. They're very social. I know. They're also very smart. They know I have more cookies. Here. Now Now, she's not being rude at all. She's nudging me, which, okay, they say not to let your horse nudge you. But honestly, I think it's her way of saying, hey, I'd like more cookies, please. And she's not being rude about it or mean about it.
She's asking.
She's asking. Now, if she were to get nippy, then you would want to start feeding treats from a bucket until she learns her manners, right?
And we observe all of our horses for that kind of behavior.
Hi. You gotta let Hayden have some. Now, she loves, they both do, but she really loves to lick. So they will lick my hand. I know, they're too smart. There's only 2 more cookies left, so 1 for each of you. Now, if they stay here after they know that I have no more cookies, that's also a good sign. If they choose to walk away, that's fine too. Just meaning they don't want to visit anymore, and that's fine. Right? But you can lick. Want to lick? Hayden's like, no, not really. Yes, I do. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Girlfriend, she wants my arm. Thank you. Very nice. Oh, I see the fairies have been visiting Mr. Hayden here. He's got a lot of fairy nuts in his mane.
Let's see if we can see. There we go. You want to show everyone your fairy nuts?
He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 fairies. That's a busy night.
Yeah.
What you doing, girlfriend? You're so cute. So cute you are. So anyway, I just love visiting with these 2. Hi.
Oh, you're getting groomed.
They're just adorable and sweet and precious in every way. Now, let's see if I can show you some more things. So there's other things that we can do to communicate with them. Now, if I were to come in here and, let's say I was having a really bad day, and I were to come in here, they would probably sense it, and they probably would not approach me. So if you're ever, around your equine, or around an equine, right, and you're feeling kind of edgy, or maybe you've had a really bad day, or angry at the moment, they're going to feel it. And obviously I'm not going to prove that point with these guys. How can you be angry around these guys anyway? Because I don't want to scare them. However, I will give you an example. So long time ago, I was working with some equines, and it was very interesting because I was really upset about something at the moment, and not about the horse, but about something that was personally happening to me. And I was explaining it to my friend who was standing nearby as she was with her equine, and the equine started to back away from me the more and more I started explaining things to her. And I all of a sudden it dawned on me that he was moving away from me because I was giving off a bad vibe. He was like, whoa, she's really angry. What's going on? So I had to pull myself together because they know what's going on. They can sense it. They can hear your heartbeat from 4 feet away. They can sense when you're angry, when you're sad. Some horses, just like people and just like dogs, some horses are extra sensitive to it, and they don't want anything to do with it. But some horses are, and equines, I can't just say it's just horses, will sense it and actually try to make you feel better, depending on, the relationship there. Hi, honey. Oh, yeah, good girl. Now, last time, this was her sweet spot. Let's see if it's still there. Oh, she's going to try to groom Hayden. Ooh. Oh, how cute. Hayden, groom her. He's like, no, I'll just spend time with Alex.
Aw, come here.
It's okay. Oh, dear. She's like, I'm going to try. Hi. I'm going to try it.
It's a sweetheart. Yeah?
So that's another thing. So I was grooming her and making her feel good. So she said, hey, I'm going to make my friend feel good. I'm going to try to initiate the grooming. That's what they do for each other, right? When they have a relationship. Yeah, and he doesn't want anything to do with it right now because he wants to visit. I know, how rude. How very rude.
Us being in a very relaxed, calm state is giving them the opportunity to be also in a very relaxed, calm state.
Absolutely. And what I find fascinating about this whole thing is, again, now, I don't know if you noticed, I just touched by the top of her neck, her pole area. She didn't like that. She moved away. So I'm not going to do that again, right? I'm sorry.
butterfly coming around.
Uh-oh, where'd it go?
Might have flown off now, but we'll keep an eye out for it.
You get it, Kachina, you get it. So these guys are perfectly relaxed. Nice lower hanging lip.
No, not that side, okay.
Nice soft eye. Hayden's just going to hang out with the crowd.
Yeah, so he moved away, so I'm taking a break from petting him because he may not want that side touched.
Yeah. So it's all body language, learning how to be a part of their herd. They shouldn't learn how to speak our language. We should learn how to speak theirs and understand them. Yes, I know.
He's like, absolutely right.
I know, I don't taste as good anymore, do I? She licked all the salt off. Yes, good boy. Now if I were to step backwards, ooh, did I find your spot, Hayden? Yeah, did I? Almost. Hayden's very sleepy. You're very sleepy.
Ooh, a lip quiver.
He's a good boy. Oh, that's what I was saying. Lost my train of thought. Sorry, these guys tend to do that to me. So what I find absolutely fascinating about all of this stuff, you know, about how they can sense how you're feeling, but yet there are a lot of studies being done right now that show and that prove that, that horses tend to make you feel better just by being around them. Thank you, honey. She's literally grooming my neck. And I can say that's absolutely true. I tend to have, so I find it fascinating because they can sense it and you can scare them away. Mm-hmm. But yet, they can make your, like I have a very high heart rate normally, and they can make it go lower.
Yes.
Your variability of rate, you know, the cohesiveness of your heart rate, they can make it more steady and more calm. And I find that absolutely fascinating. And it must be true because, like I said, I have a very fast heart rate. Am I not paying attention? And they tend, when I'm around horses, I tend to be calmer, more relaxed, happy. Like they definitely do something to the chemicals in my body, and they're finding that that's true for many people. So I kind of find that very fascinating that they can sense all of that, and yet even when you're feeling that way, they can still make you feel better, which is very fascinating. Oh, she's good. She's so curious. She's checking out the brush and the paper on the floor.
What do you think? Not sure? I'm like, well, I don't know if I can eat it, you know? Well, I don't smell like treats at all.
Now, when a person is working with an equine and they're doing groundwork with them, you should never get on a horse unless you've done relationship building and trust building with them. And groundwork is a great way to do that. Grooming is a great way to do that. Right. And there are certain body movements that you can do where if I step away, the horse should follow. Or if I move in, the horse should move away. If I move back, the horse can move back. There's certain things. Now, can they do that automatically? Sure. But really you should work with them first, right? If I were to do it with Hayden here, I don't know if he would get it. Would you? We'll try it. We'll see. Can you move back? 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 Good boy! Good boy. Always reward them when they do what you ask. Reward with a nice pet. See, that was good. That was very good, yes. Now if I move forward, he's like, I'm not so sure about that one. Oh, good boy. That was good. What do you think? Now normally, if I were to work with Hayden and Kachina every day, like I'll give an example with my horse, I do this with her often. So she would know my routine, what we would be doing, she would follow me, she would stop her feet when I stop my feet, right? Yeah. But I haven't done this consistently with them, so it's a little different, but he did follow. So if I move my legs again, we'll see if he follows. And I'll give him an invitation. I'll wait for him. And he decides, yes, I would like some company. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now this is also supposed to help relax them. Some horses like it, some horses don't. He seems to like it. He really likes his neck scratched. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try it with Kachina. Let's see if she'll do it. Kachina. Hi. Hi. Do you think you can go back? Back? She's like, nope.
Hi, am I a distraction?
Hayden's like, I'll do it. Hi.
I'll do it.
There we go. And there's other things too, and they know the slightest movement. They are watching you. Don't forget, a horse, an equine, a donkey, a mule, they are watching you all the time, whether you think it or not. Hi. Am I not paying attention? They are watching you constantly. They are constantly seeing what kind of state you're in, what you're going to do, and trying to understand you. Right? I do not believe there's ever such a thing as a bad horse. It's just that they don't understand what you're asking.
Yeah.
Right? No such thing. No such thing. Now, if I step away and Hayden comes closer, that means he wants to be with me. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to call him over. Good boy.
He wants to be with you.
That's a good boy. Okay, buddy. Okay. Here's that fly. Let's get that fly, shall we? Where is it? Yes, you're okay. You're okay. So that was really good. Now, if I were to do more groundwork with them, they would watch my every movement. If I step a certain way, if I move to make the slightest movement, it could tell them what to do. So if I was telling them to trot, per se, around me, and I'm not talking about with a lead line or anything like that, or a lunge line, this is free liberty work.
Oh.
If I were to have them do that and go in a circle around me, they would know when to stop, when to go, when to canter, when to walk, just by my voice command and my slight body movements. It's fascinating to do, right? Let's see if Kachina. Now, if I stop my feet, she should stop, but she, well, like I said, I have not been consistent. Good girl. You did it. What a good girl. What a good girl. Let's see if she'll back up. I don't know if she'll do it. Back. Nope. The back up, not so much. Hayden gets it though. Back. Back. Oh, Hayden. You proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. That's okay. You did it before. That's okay. So it's just fascinating. There's so much to be learned. And if once you think you know everything, you don't. There's always more to learn because every horse, every equine is individual, just like we are. They are sentient, wonderful, wonderful beings, smart, intelligent, and yeah, you are. And they're all different. So you have to learn each one. What works for one isn't necessarily going to work for another one. And it's just so important, like I said, learn that body language, learn what they're saying to each other, learn what they're saying to you, and in turn, your slight movements and your heart will move them, and you'll have a beautiful relationship. Glad it tastes good.
There we go.
These guys are absolutely adorable and sweet. So if you have not visited our sanctuary, come learn all about our equines. Come learn about Kachina and Hayden here. They're amazing. Don't be jealous. They fight like brother and sister. Right?
Yeah.
I know. You want all the attention. You don't want Kachina to have any. once a month from May to November. We'd love to see you here. Check out our website. It'll tell you the dates and the times. And, oh, they're both falling asleep.
I was going to say. They are so calm right now.
Sleepy time. Thanks for being with us, and we hope to see you next time.